yourself something hot to eat, something good. It's Qvo Tejano Podcast right here. I guess I could sing like it just, hey, I don't know what happened to the music.
I was like, okay.
It didn't really work out the way I wanted it to.
It's a Monday.
It's a
That's what it
Monday. It's a Monday. So hey, look,
is.
we have really somebody that's awesome that's coming to the show today. I really, really am so excited to have this person on. I've been
I'm
waiting for a long
excited
time to have
too.
him. So why don't we just play the intro and bring him on? Who do we have coming today?
But make sure we have music.
Okay, I'll do. I promise I'll do my best. Who do we have? The one and only.
Rigo Navaira. I'm excited.
Hey, there he is.
What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so very much for being here, Rigo. Man, I appreciate you, brother. I have a little explanation. I'm sorry I'm late, but it's because I'm tired. I just drove into town.
Hey, you're tired,
Oh.
man. I saw you here in San Antonio yesterday, and now you're over there all the way in San Angelo, man.
I know.
Wow.
You didn't get no sleep at all.
3 days in San Antonio, and I'm back here, and I'm like, oh my god.
I love it. I love it. Thank y'all so much for having me. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
I appreciate you coming on, bro. Man, I know you're busy too. You were like in New York, you were in San Antonio, you were doing all kinds of things. And I saw you. We were at the same event on Sunday, which was Rick Valderrama and Richie Valderrama's fundraiser that we were talking about this past week. Tomorrow, they're going to have the surgery. For those of you that are tuning in, I had that surgery 4 years ago, and so I know it's successful. It can be done. For those of you that don't know, it's a living donor liver transplant. It's a relatively new transplant surgery. They've only been doing it since 2001. So, but it is successful. They have a high success rate, and so it's something that's pretty awesome. And all prayers for them to be successful. I do want to take a little bit of time to say my condolences to Dor Mercado, who his daughter just passed away not more than 10 minutes ago.
Our condolences as well.
That was the phone call that I had gotten just a while ago, and so to him and his family, my condolences. And if anything that we can do, I'd be more than happy to help out. So,
Yeah. No, yeah, we just got to remember, send prayers. Prayers is, I've been a witness to it, to where, going through the accident with my uncle and seeing what my family went through. Prayers work. Prayers work, and as long as you got God in your heart, that's all that matters. It's all that's important.
yeah, and you know what? I admire your relationship with your sister because y'all have so much fun on stage, man. And just watching y'all perform, it is just it's a really because I was sharing earlier before we got on, how the last time I'd seen him, you were like 12
Yeah,
on stage, man.
yeah, man. That's when I started playing.
Dude, that was like 10,000 years ago. I was like, oh, shit. You makes me old.
No, well, I started in 2010 playing with my dad, but before that, I would go on stage and I would just dance and sing with my family. After the accident that my uncle had, my dad picked up the shows that my uncle was supposed to play, and me and my cousins and my sister, never playing Tejano by ourselves before. We went out and we tried to do the best that we can. I think my oldest cousin Emilio, who's in his 30s now, was about 17, maybe 16.
Oh, wow.
He
And
wanted to do
so
rock.
we were young. Yeah, we were young, and we knew we had to step up for the family. We had to step up for my dad, and we did. And it was great memories. We made a lot of friends over the years. After that, we did Grupo Remedio with my dad. I played with my dad actually for a little bit. We toured with Little Joe all over Texas, Arizona, California. And that was really an experience for me because I was only 13 years old and I was playing with the La Familia, man. La Familia is un grupo increíble. You know, they're amazing, and they've been together for so long. And to see little Joe, you know, from then to now, and he still looks the same. You know, he hasn't changed one bit.
Yep.
And all that experience that we did, you know, during that time with my dad was just amazing. And then moving on to Remedio and doing the stuff, our first kind of group stuff with my sister and my dad, and then my sister doing her own thing, and then now I'm starting my own thing as well. And it's a blessing, man. And you know, it's people like you and your station and everything that, you know, plays the new music and keeping the Tejano alive and everything. That's amazing to me as well. And thank you so much again. I'm just very grateful to be here with y'all and to be interviewed by y'all. It's a blessing. Thank y'all so much.
I mean, like I was saying, I mean, we believe in music. Good music needs to be heard. That's all there is to
Yes.
it. Good
Exactly.
music needs to be heard. We have a good loyal following. We have a lot of people that listen in, and we have a lot of transients. People go back and forth and listen to us and everything else. But the good thing is that I think that's what makes us so successful is that
Mhm.
we don't stick to like just the old music. You know, we play a lot of new music
Yeah.
because good music, and then we also play a lot of the older music that didn't get airtime
Mm,
because remember back in the day, I don't, well, I'm sure your dad's talked about it, where he's released a lot of music, and you know your
yeah.
dad had a big handle. People don't realize how big your dad was in
Mm,
Emilio's musical career. He was the musical director of Emilio.
yeah.
Emilio sang, and he's a great singer, and I'm not taking anything away from him. But there was a lot that Emilio was that was Raulito. Raulito had a lot to do with it. He had a lot of construct of it, and
Yeah, yeah, he wrote a lot of the songs. Ya no me pones atención, ¿cómo le haré?
yeah,
Júrame, Reda de Fortuna,
right.
so Eclipses, so many more. No sé por qué. He wrote a lot of the hits for my uncle and produced about 2 or 3 albums with them as well. I remember growing up and going to the studio, which was in the backyard. They had built like another house in the back, and that was where they recorded Donde Andará, Ya no me pones atención. They recorded a lot of songs in that one little studio in the back, and I remember seeing my dad at the board and him working, and you know, it was definitely something where I would look at him and be like, okay, this is something that I want to do whenever I grow up too, you know. And he's had so much influence on me and my sister and even my cousins too, who are doing their thing up there in Nashville. And it's just, yeah, my dad, he's always number one to me. You know, he's always gonna be number one to me. We'll go out to go eat over here on the south side of San Antonio, and somebody will recognize him, and he loves that. You know, he loves to mingle with the people and say
He
hi.
doesn't like me though. No, just kidding.
He likes it, especially if they pay for our meal.
But don't we all?
Right? Exactly. No, no, but I
God,
mean, he's a legend for
it's,
sure. He's taught me so much, and you know, I'm so lucky to have him here with me and guiding me and my sister through this crazy business that we're living in, this crazy industry, you know, and it has its ups and it has its downs, and I've seen both sides of it, and you just always gotta, especially in this life, in this industry, you have to look at everything glass half full, you
yeah.
know.
Mhm.
You got to be positive about everything because things aren't going to go your way, but at the same time you got to keep going forward and think positive and always remember that, you know, tomorrow's another day and you got to make
Yes.
the best out of it.
Yeah, he's what I've always appreciated about him. He had a great ear for music.
Yeah.
He could. I remember I spent, I don't know, because I was with those guys and we opened up for him like 4 or 5 shows, and he always knew, okay, no, this doesn't sound right, and he would
Yeah,
go
yeah.
up there and he would say, no, we need to do this, and he was really keen on the structure of the sound, and that really made a difference. I mean, just the little things, but
Mhm.
he had great ear for sound, and the guys were on. They were on point. The band was always on point, and that's what I really appreciated, man. You know, it when you care about the quality of music that you're putting out there, that makes a big difference. When you care about what people are listening to,
Oh
but
yeah. And it was definitely a transition too. I mean, we did my sister's first album by ourselves, and then the second one, he kind of had more input on it. I guess it's just because we know how he thinks already, and he knows how we think. So sometimes we'll be like, "We want to do this," and he'll be like, "Y'all should do this," and then be like, "Okay, we'll compromise and we'll do this," And
And he's like, no,
it's
no, no.
yeah, it's funny. It's funny though. But I mean, we're so lucky to have him here with us and in the studio as well. We like to take him in towards the end of everything because he would be like, "I would have done that different," but it's okay. It's already recorded. But he's great. He's great. I mean,
You
definitely.
could have used mustard instead of mayonnaise. Que fregados.
He probably is he watching right now? He might be watching actually.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm not gonna say
You gotta watch yourself, right?
Right, exactly. No. But he's amazing. He's been there from the beginning with us musically, and we're very lucky to have him. He's had a lot of experience touring in Mexico and the United States and parts of Europe as well with the country stuff that he did with my uncle, and he's amazing. He's one of the best guys I know, and for me he's the greatest dad in the world for sure.
Yeah,
So,
he was always a good friend to me, and I really did appreciate him, and and the fact that we would always laugh together. We always had a good time together.
he's always a good time. Always a good time.
Borrado Lopez, he says, "Hey, hello, beautiful people." He's from Houston, Texas, at DJ.
Borrado, saludos.
Thank you very much for joining us. Hey, Bumper Gomez. Hey, Bumper.
The one and only.
I gotta prepare because he's trying to get us pumped with alcohol on Wednesday. And I'm really scared about that day.
He's got you and Destiny on Wednesday tomorrow.
Yeah,
this coming
definitely
Wednesday.
go talk to him about the new single that she just came out with called Forever. If you
Yeah.
haven't heard it, go check it out. It's I worked on that one with her, and it was really fun to do, and it's very different, very new sound, I would say.
Mhm.
And we're gonna go Wednesday and go promote it. And Bumper's crazy, man. The last time I had to stay at his house.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was like, "Dude, I have a room here, man." Like,
What did we just say?
and I was just like,
We see a part
Wicha
two
loves
coming
me.
into play this week.
Wicha loves me. Wicha loves me.
Sweetheart. She's a sweetheart.
She's the sweetest. She loves me so much. And I told Bumper, I was like, "Hey, if you ever disappear or something like that," and I was just like, I'll take care of Wicha because she makes the best carne guisada that I've ever tried."
Right. Okay. There you go. No, she's a sweetheart. And
He is. Saludos to Bumper too, though. I love Bumper. I love what he's doing, and I'm excited to go on his show. Great guy, great friend to the La Familia Navaira too, and
they did an
he's
awesome
built
job.
he's built something from nothing to where it's at today. His show, and
4
he's
years.
had guests from all kinds, new guests to established guests to established artists and stuff like that. So, saludos to Bumper. I love you, brother.
Yeah, great job. And
Big shout out
he
to
was,
Bumper.
he was the host. He was the host yesterday. Did a tremendous job. Wicha was taking tickets at the door.
She was. I was like, "Why are you always working?"
I know. I was like, I asked, "Hey, Bumper, where's the water for Wicha?" And he's like, "I gotta get it at the bar." I was like, "I'll go get it. Don't worry."
Yeah, I know. She was working. She was eating. She was eating a slice of pizza while she was taking the ticket. She was like, "I gotta eat sometime."
I was like, "Girl, man, she's."
I mean,
but
too hard.
Multitasking.
it's the family. I mean, they're great
Oh,
people, man. They are.
Amazing people, good people, and they're I love those guys.
Definitely. Stevie D, how are you doing, brother? Saludos
Oh,
to
hey,
Stevie D.
Stevie.
He
Mr.
was there
Stevie.
yesterday, and he's got a new single out as well. Stevie D is a great single. He was here a couple of weeks ago. Thank you so very much for being here, and thanks a lot for what you did yesterday as well, Stevie D.
Yes,
Saludos,
he's got a
Stevie.
hot new music video out, so y'all go watch that one.
You know what? It was hot as hell yesterday, but he looked very cool and relaxed on
Doesn't
stage.
he always, like, every
Why
time
do
I
you
see him,
do
he's
that?
just like chill? I
I
don't
know.
know
I
how
think
somebody does
I think
that.
they had a fan just for him.
That's what it was. That's what
And then
it
we
was.
went on, and they took it off, and then
They took it off, and everybody else was drenched, man. That's not
Well,
right, dude.
yeah, I was sweating my butt off in there, man. If you know
Are you
me,
super hot,
you know
dude?
my dad sweats his butt off, so I
Yeah,
don't fall too far from the tree from there.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, he's always had and back when your dad was, when we were there, It was the Parcan 64s, the Par 32s. Those are big
Oh yeah,
freaking
yeah,
lights, man. That would cook your brain.
yeah. Oh
You know,
yeah,
'cause
they couldn't touch him after the show. They would have to let him rest for a while because they
it
were
Mhm.
was
just too hot. Yeah.
it was just too hot. And so now it's the LEDs, and that's no big deal. But shoot, back then it was super hot. You know, it
Oh yeah.
was it was it was. I mean, it would drain you. It would literally drain you.
Big
I
time.
remember. I remember D one time. I can't remember where we were at. I want to say it was Midland, but he dances a lot. D with
Oh
culturas.
yeah, culturas.
He was dancing all over the stage. And he was really putting on a great show. And they put the tower right there on stage. The Par 64s on stage. There was like 8 of them on each side. And it was so much that he almost passed out backstage
Oh
during the
man.
intermission. It took that much energy out of him. So those things were just horrible. Thank God for LEDs.
Oh yeah.
Josie Samora says, "Hello, Lawrence Indio and Rigo Navaira. How are you doing, girlfriend?"
I miss Josie.
And Bumper says, "Love you guys. We're one big family at Tejano Familia. Just that's for sure."
Um,
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I really do appreciate everything that you did, and all the shout outs. He came on the show. He came on real quick, and while I was podcasting, and gave a shout out and letting people know what was going on and everything else. And
Yeah, he's a great guy, man. He's a veteran as well.
yeah, he's a
He served
Marine.
in the military, and he loves Tejano, man. He loves Tejano, and he loves the Palominos, which is I think why we really got like really close together because his love for the Palominos. I love the Palominos. They're one of my favorite groups. So like we'll jam to them and I mean he's the one who pulls out the tequila, not me. So
That's his fault.
it's never my idea to
Right.
Never.
it's always bumpers.
Right. It's always my. Last year, I was at Fiesta with him backstage at Los Palominos.
Fiesta
Yeah.
backstage, Palominos with bumper. That sounds
Yeah,
dangerous.
it was me and Sevi Contreras and Mandy, Sevi's wife. We were back there, so we know.
Oh yeah.
So, definitely. Stevie D says that he's laughing his ass off because I don't know why you did it, bro, but you did it. I have video. And Vivian Chavez says, "Hola, Rigo, listening from Santa Fe, New Mexico." Thank you,
Saludos a
sir.
todos en Nuevo Mexico. Oh yeah, hopefully we'll be out there soon in New Mexico.
It's just that I hid my completely wet T-shirt with one of the event shirts, drenched it at "Quéreme un plato."
Es un
Un plato.
plato.
No,
No,
it was
Stevie's just got that natural fan all over him. For some reason, it's just always cold.
yeah,
Whenever he moves around, there's always some wind that's blowing
yeah,
in his hair.
just blowing it. And that non-existent hair that he has going. See, I have long hair, dude. I have long hair. Can you imagine what my hair was like afterwards? And well, you saw me. I was like,
I did, yeah. I saw you, man. You were working. You're putting in the work for sure.
I was just super tired.
I like to say again one more time, shout out to the Valderrama family. Rick and Richie have been part of the industry for so long, and they're good friends of my mom and my dad, and they always go out. Richie has especially Richie has been. I've been getting closer to him the past couple of years, and he's awesome, man. He supports me and my sister along with his wife Hope, who are just beautiful people. And whenever we got there, we walked in, and Hope was very emotional, which I completely understand. And we gave her a big hug, and I was like, "Look at the turnout! It's amazing. All these people came out because y'all are beautiful people." Me and my sister both said that we love them, and then that God's blessing them, and we'll continue to bless them, and we're praying for them as well. So, gracias a Dios that we could be able to play for such a great cause, for great people.
Yeah, and you know what? You're. I remember you when you were younger, obviously, because you were like 12 years old.
Yeah.
And you were starting out and everything else. But now, dude, I've followed you closely, and I've followed your career, and I've always supported the Tejano music no matter what. But man, you are a great musician, bro. You are a great musician, man.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. I've been, I've been doing this since I was 12 years old. I got to rub shoulders with a lot of people here, like I said, with Little Joe and with La Familia and with Ram Herrera. You know, I grew up around those guys. And, you know, when we moved to Mexico with my sister. I moved there with my sister to Monterrey in 2020. And our producers down there, Manuel Herrera Maldonado and Poncho Herrera Maldonado, they're the grandkids of Fernando Maldonado, who's the songwriter of Volver, Volver, and Hermoso Cariño. And those guys have music in their blood. You know, their sisters sing, their sisters are composers. Their mom
Wow.
is a well known singer down there in Mexico as well. And, you know, I got to learn from them, and they rub shoulders with Pesado, Intocable, with big time producers down there, such as uh, Abelardo. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Abelardo. Everybody. Oh, Rivera. Everybody knows Abelardo though by his first name, but he's amazing too. I was really blessed to meet a lot of people and rub shoulders with a lot of uh, great musicians from Mexico as well, and you know I got to learn the culture down there, and I love it, and I got to share my Texas Tejano culture with people down there as well, and it's totally two different worlds, but at the same time, it's got the same vibe. San Antonio and Monterrey have that family vibe. They have that, you know, you just want to be with family and you want to hang out with family. And when you hang out with family, especially here in San Antonio, you know, you have to have the Tejano music on. So, you know, they love it. They love it. They love the culture. They love the music. And it was just a really different experience to go down there and see how Tejano works down there,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah, I'm sure it was a different perspective, but you know, once again, just to comment on your musicianship, it was just so
Mhm.
awesome to see you, to see you flourish and everything. I mean, without a doubt, it's gonna be one or the other. Whenever you're the son or daughter of a great, artist, you're either gonna be in the music or you're not gonna be in the music,
Mhm.
and if you are, you're gonna be really good or you're just not, and
Yeah.
you've really flourished, but it's just the love that you show on stage is just so impressive, and I really do appreciate, you know that when you were on stage and just the amount of emotion and love that you share with your sister, both of y'all on together. I mean, it's such a joy to watch. If you
Bingo.
have not seen Rigo and uh, uh I already forgot your sister's name. Oh
It's
my
okay.
god.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Oh my gosh, it's just like
I'm
that.
gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell you. Forgot.
No, don't do that.
Eee.
No, no, no,
But
no.
yeah, but he forgot I didn't.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah, yeah. No, you did it.
the,
You
the
did it.
point was, if you haven't seen them on stage, you really need to see them because it's a really great show. It's fun, and I only saw a couple of songs. It was just, and it's just recent. That's what I'm saying. Just
Mhm.
recently, I've only seen a couple of songs. I've seen you perform earlier during the year, but it's always been in transit. I'm going here, I'm going there. And it's always a hurry. Especially when you do what I do, I don't have a lot of time to enjoy things.
Mhm.
I don't have a lot of time to enjoy a show, a performance, and
Yeah.
everything else because I always have an ulterior motive. I have to capture this moment for this, or I have to capture this for that. It's always work of some sort. You know,
Oh yeah.
but when you're doing work and you're enjoying it, that's a plus, bro. That is a huge plus.
Oh yeah.
And
You
and
have
I
to
got
love.
to,
You have to love what you do. You know. You have to put it 100% in everything that you do. We talked about this earlier. You know, if you have to be yourself, especially on stage. You know, you are sharing your life with everybody.
Mhm.
You're sharing your life with the people who are watching you, people on social media. You know, you're an open book, and the minute that you're not yourself, everybody's gonna find out, and everybody's
Yeah.
gonna know. You have to be yourself. You have to follow your dreams. You have to be passionate about it as well, and you have to give it your all every time.
Mhm.
And you know, we're glad that we saw a lot of people that we hadn't seen in a while yesterday, and it was just cool to reconnect with a lot of the musicians as well. La 45, they're some of our good friends, Mike and John. Uh, who else was there? Ram was there. Stevie D was there. David Lee too. David Lee. We didn't get to see him. We had missed him, but We hang out all the time, man. He's a funny guy, man.
He's,
I
that,
you know
that's what I tell people.
you wouldn't expect him to be funny because he's real quiet and real to himself. But
Yeah,
once you get to know him and once he knows you,
he's a
he'll start showing his personality more, man. And I'll tell you what, he's one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
he's I tell people he's a funny guy. He
He
really
is.
is. He's a jokester.
He
And like,
really is. He really
no,
is.
he is.
He's awesome, man. No, but
Yes.
yeah, it's great. You know, I grew up in the industry. You saw me when I was 12 years old, and I got to make a lot of good connections. You know, with the people in this industry, with promoters, with musicians, with just people who are fans as well. You know,
Mhm.
over there in San Angelo, Martha Garcia is a good friend of ours. Martha and Hector, they
Oh,
always go out to our shows. They're in between there and Austin, I think. In Houston, you know, we got the opportunity to do the Tejano cruise, me and my sister and my dad, and that was so much fun, man. We met so many people on that cruise that we still talk to this day. And if you
Aw.
haven't gone on one of those cruises, I would recommend it because it's just
dude,
like a
I,
whole week with your favorite Tejano artists. And
I've been on a big boat, but that was because I was in the military loading up my vehicle to go.
oh yeah,
I don't want to get on another
ah,
boat.
you're fine, you're fine. Don't worry about it. No, the last one we did, the Palominos played,
Oh wow,
and oh man, I had such a
that's
blast.
why you went. That's why you went. 'Cause
Yeah, that's
I
why I
did
went to that.
it.
No, that was the last one that we did. It was right before the pandemic, 2019. And man, no, it was actually 2020. It was like literally a month before the pandemic.
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow.
And we went, and oh man, it was just so much fun. You know, you get to be up close and personal with your favorite artist, and that's what I loved about it. You know, so every time that me, my dad, and my sister we would always make sure we went up to the people and went to go sit with them, and they would buy us drinks, and we would talk to them, and it was just a good time, and we made good friendships with those people still to this day.
Alfredo Rios, the lone Meskin from Grupo Fijo, says, "Saludos, everyone. How are you doing, brother?" Hey, Rick
The lone
Valderrama's joined
Mexican.
us. He said, "Rigo, Lorenzo, Indio, Stevie D, and the All Star Cast. Thank you all so much for yesterday." Well, thank you very
Rick
much for
Aw.
joining
Valderrama,
us today.
saludos, brother. Thank you for inviting us. Thank y'all for having us, and we love you guys. We're praying for y'all, and we'll see each other again soon whenever you are 100%. And
Definitely, bro.
we'll
Definitely.
go. I partied with Rick not too. I think it was like couple. It's been a while. It's been
Yeah.
a good while. But he was. I think he was injured, so he had a little scooter that he was on,
Oh yeah.
and he was still there partying with us, man. He had a good time, and
Oh,
it was, he's good people, man. Good people.
yeah, Rick is cool. He's a good friend of mine, and I've every time I go into San Antonio, that's the first person I call when I'm there. You know, and we get together and we just go and do all kinds of things, and that's how I get to hang out with David Lee because of Rick and Rich. You know, we're always and that's how I and see Rich when he he's been going through this for 9 years, and when started hanging around with Rick, I told Rick I was like, well, I've done it already. So that's how that's why I was telling Rich, I don't know if I'm the reason Rich decided to do it, but I do know that I was part of the reason that he knew about it. I informed him this is possible.
Yeah.
This is the surgery that you can have. This is how you can do it. And I've always made myself available to Rich to because I know the pain that he's gone through.
Oh yeah.
I know the I,
I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. You know.
yeah.
And no,
I,
but I'm glad that you got to tell him some words of encouragement, and
Mhm.
you're living walking proof of the success that the surgery does have. So
and we have a lot of parallels because it was my brother that gave me my liver. So
wow.
Oh wow.
and that's what I'm saying. It's very very possible, and I'm like, dude, I know the pain, bro. my I walked around with a bullet in my leg for 3 days, and it was painful. And this that we went through is more painful than that.
Yeah.
So no, there's no scale. You can't put it on like, is it like finger cut with salt in it pain? Or is it, no, there's those.
No, I can't even imagine. I can't even
Measure
imagine.
this way. So anyway,
Oh, I can't imagine that at all.
Alfredo says I call it old timers.
Old timer.
I'm not an old timer, bro. TDK, how are you doing, brother? Qvo, Hilda, and Saludo Rigo, doing a great job representing the Navaira family, the Navaira name, of course.
TDK, thank you, brother.
Yeah, it's great music. By the
Yes.
way, we're going to listen to the song Luna and I want you to see the video because it is an amazing video. I love it, man.
Yes.
It's like when I saw it, I was like, damn it, man, why didn't I think of that video?
No, yeah, thank you, man. I shot it down there in Monterrey. My sister, who actually, that's why I was in New York. She just graduated from NYU. Shout out to my little sister, Rigo Navaira. She's up there living in
Wow.
Brooklyn, and me and my mom got to go up there. We went to Yankee Stadium for her ceremony, and then the second one we went to. She had two ceremonies. The second one was at Radio City Music Hall. So I mean, over there in New York, it's just a whole other world, dude. And so I was so happy to go up there. I have some friends up there from college that live up there now, and just to walk around, see the history of just like of just music, that all the music that comes out of there. It's just a whole other world. It's definitely, it's one of the biggest cities in the world, and so much music comes out of there. So it was just so fun to just go over there and just indulge in everything that's over there with all the music and with all the cultures, different cultures. I mean, I barely heard English. Everybody was speaking, Arabic or like Russian. Just all these different languages up there, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So it was cool to go up there, but she helped me write this music video. Rigo Navaira and her friend Bianca Flores from San Antonio as well. We got together and I had an idea, and then they kind of built on it. Everybody built on it, and this is what the final product was.
Well, it's a great music video. And by the way, when I was in New York, I only had two impacts that happened to me in New York. First of all, the accents were great. I loved it because when I got into the airport, I was like, "Hey, where's the baggage claim?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, it's all I need you and your bags."
Yeah, man.
And then everybody thought I was Puerto Rican.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Puerto Ricanos out there, man.
But I was like, I'm Native American, dude. I'm not Puerto Rican.
But my sister Lauren called out my San Antonio Southside accent. So
Oh yeah,
I forgot what word I had said.
y'all.
And she said it back to me. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I hear it. There's my San Antonio accent right there.
Y'all.
Yeah, probably. No, it was something like, I think I said badass maybe. And it's just like, that's such a Southsider thing. She had one of her good friends come down. Her name's Brooke. She's from upstate New York. She's Irish, like her family's Irish, and she's never been down to Texas until like 2 years ago. So whenever she came down for the first time, I was here, and we went, and she had never had a taco, never had enchiladas.
Oh, wow.
So we took her, and like she loves Texas now. Like she's all about it. She's not gonna be able to come down this summer, but she was like real bummed about it. But whenever I saw her, she came down like 2 more times after that, and then I saw her, and she was just like, "Man, that's badass." And I was like, "Okay, you're hanging out with us too much." Man.
Yeah, you know what? The first thing I saw in San Antonio for this just recently was a corn in a cup.
Corn in a cup, yeah, man. Corn in a
Never-
cup. Good.
I didn't know what a corn in a cup was.
Really?
Never?
No,
Really? They got it in Mexico?
I'm Native American, bro.
Oh, you're Native American.
But how have you never in like all of your years?
I mean, all of my years, all of my travels, I've never had a corn in a cup. And then up until last year, chicken on a stick. Mandy
That's
said he's
the
like-
move. That's the move for me.
Yeah.
Right there, chicken
Yeah,
on a
that's
San
like the
Antonio thing.
norm down here.
That's a San Antonio thing because she was like, "You need a chicken on a stick," and I was like, "What the hell's a chicken on a stick?"
Hilda, are you from San Antonio?
I'm actually originally from the Corpus Christi area, Aransas Pass, but I live in Harlingen, so I'm in the valley.
Oh, you're in the valley right
And
now. Okay.
So, like corn on the cup, that's like the norm.
It's crazy. So is that how you spell your name with one L?
Yes, it's
So-
Lamas, not Yamas.
Yeah, so I'm Yamas on my mom's
No
side.
way.
Yeah,
Wow.
my mom's side. My mom's maiden name is Yamas. and
That is so
they
crazy.
originate from like going towards Corpus off of 37. There's a little town like 200 people called Campbellton, Texas, and
Wow. Okay.
that's where they're like it's Campbellton, Tilden, Jernton, Pleasanton,
Hmm.
like all that area right there. That's
I
where
think
Well,
my mom.
Natalia is somewhere in there,
there's a
right?
bunch of tons.
Yeah, more like a little bit more to the west is Natalia, and yeah, all that area right there is where my mom's family, the Yamases,
Wow. So
that's where
I
they're at.
get llamas from my dad, but we're often like down here in South Texas area,
Nice.
Ingleside. I actually have some here in the valley that I just realized I was like, oh wow, I have family here.
Yeah. No,
And then
that's
my
you gotta
mom's
get
side
used to
is
that.
in Mexico, so
Yeah, we're Mexicanos. We have cousins everywhere.
I'm from
right,
I'm
yeah.
from north, like Amarillo and Lubbock and
Oh yeah, up north,
up north, yeah, Oklahoma and
the
stuff like
plains and
that.
everything like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
no,
Bumper's kind of from like where we're from too. What did he say? He said Three Rivers. Yeah,
Beeville,
so
right?
yeah, that's not far. My mom actually graduated from George West High School,
My mom was born in Three Rivers.
or
there
she
you
went to
go.
George West and she graduated somewhere else, but she went to George West.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
that little area right there. That's
Beeville
awesome.
and all of that. Yeah, so my mom's family lived in Beeville, actually Lake Corpus Christi, for
Okay,
many years, for about like
nice.
10, 15 years. And so
Yeah,
yeah, I'm real familiar with all that.
we would go play down there at the Grand a lot in Beeville,
Yes.
and then yeah, we would be out there, and then in Corpus. I haven't really played in Corpus too much. I know we did the Club Rio a couple times, but there was
Mhm.
another big one that I did with my dad one time. I can't remember. It was a big place. It was in Corpus.
Do you
I
remember
don't
what
think
side
it's
of
there.
Corpus? It might not be there anymore. Corpus
Yeah,
has
I don't
Brother,
think
changed
it's there
so
you
anymore.
guys
much.
help us out, man, real quick.
Yeah.
DJ Andres Diaz from he says hi from Lansing, Michigan. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Michigan in the
TDK
house.
says shout out to the Lone Mescan Janie, Grupo Fijo, and also Ali and Grupo Ro. Ali, actually,
Uh,
she's a young girl. She's 12 years old. She plays or she
Nice.
sings with. She's the artist that has recorded with Shelly Lattis and Shelly Lattis's record company. So she's 12 years old, man, and her band, all of them are under the age of 14.
Dang.
Oh,
that's
damn.
awesome. Starting young.
Yeah, you have to, man. That's what I started my first rock band when I was 12.
I
Well,
had a
actually,
blog,
Rigo,
man.
I met you when you had just started Remedio, and you probably
Yeah.
don't remember this at all, but you recorded at Hacienda Records with my husband, who is Rick Garcia, and it was you, your dad, and your sister.
Yes, yeah, we did one song down there. That was the very first Remedio album that we ever did. That was down there at Hacienda. Wow, so you were there.
Well, I think I stopped in for like a quick second or something. You guys were on a break or whatever, and it was just a quick
Nice.
hi, this is so and so, whatever. And I think I met your dad a couple of times at different events, but I remember that, and you were so little back then too.
Yeah, no, I was a little
tall,
kid.
bro.
We
He's tall.
yeah, that was the first time we ever did that. That was so much fun. That was the first time I was really in a studio like that. My dad told me, David Lee recorded here back in the day, and all the legends that were there back in the day in that recording studio before they knocked it down.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. Please say hi to Rick for me.
I
seen him
will.
such a long
Yeah,
time.
well, I told him because he's always asking. He was like, "Hey, who are y'all interviewing tonight on the show?" And so I told him, and he was like, "Oh man, that whole family is just super talented, and he has
Tell him
so
I said
many
hello.
fun memories of you guys."
Please tell him I said hello. It's
I
been a while since I've
will.
seen him, and yeah, great people. Hacienda gave us our first chance to really record and to put out our music. It was a 10-song album that we did, and I had 3 of them on there, and it was cool. It was so cool, and I'm very grateful for the Hacienda family and for letting us go in there and do our thing.
See, steps, bro, steps.
Oh yeah.
now look at you now, right?
Now, right? New York.
I see the growth, and I'm so excited for you.
You were there from the beginning too. Yeah, you seen it.
TDK says, Tejano ain't dead, baby. George Clooney de la Onda. He says, I can't get my brother to share pizza, much less to share his liver.
I know Destiny told me you better share something. If I need a kidney or liver, whatever, you better share it.
You better put up,
You don't
bro.
have an option. It's not
I don't have an
optional.
option. No, but that's awesome. We gotta
Yeah.
give a shout out to Rick for that. I mean, that's amazing. It's a beautiful thing,
It is. It's. You know what? I'll tell you when my story is my my immediates, my wife, my children, they all tried and they didn't qualify. The You have to have, first the DNA has to be correct,
Yeah.
then the blood type has to be correct, and then you have to have a certain amount of white blood cells, and then you have to have there has to be a liver number that has to match, and then it has the size, the proportion has to match.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of other factors that go into it, but those are the major ones. And
Oh, yeah.
so nothing worked, and so it was okay. But I'm native, I'm resolute, so that means that if it happens, today's a good day to die. You must live your life today. We say we walk toward the sun, walk toward the light. The bad things that happen in life, that's the shadow that's behind you. Let it fall behind you and walk away from it.
Yeah.
Walk toward the light. You cannot change tomorrow. You cannot change yesterday. You can only live today. Do not waste today by thinking of tomorrow. Live today. Live today the best you can, so that way you live a good life today.
Yeah. I
And-
mean, it goes to show, it goes back to what I said, you got to live life half glass full mentality. You can't hold grudges. You can't look
Yeah.
back and be like, oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. At the end of the day, you are where you are now because of your choices.
Correct.
And you got to make the best of it. And you learn, you have experiences, and you just got to learn from them. And, they're going to be good experiences. They're going to be bad experiences. The good ones are the great ones because they can lead to greater things, but also the bad ones can lead to good things as well.
They're all learning. They're all learning experiences. All
Exactly.
And
You're so wise.
No, I just been through a lot of crap. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. I've, I think I learned from my dad, from his experiences that he's been through. He's had an incredible life. He's told me, he's traveled the world. He's met amazing people. He got to do the Kennedy Center honors with my uncle back in the day, where he met, Martin Sheen. He met Celia Cruz. He met so many famous actors. He went to the Alma Awards and met Jessica Alba, Eva Longoria, Big and Rich. He got to perform with them. And I think, he's just lived through so much. He's had so many experiences that he's passed that on to me, to where, at the end of the day, he's just like, mijo, like, what can you do about it? Like, what's going to change in the past? You can't change nothing in the past.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep on going with the open heart and just have love for people, because if you hold grudges, you try to do bad things, karma's going to come and get you, and there's no reason to do bad things. There's no reason at all. You got to live your life happy. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. As long as you're happy, and like, we're very religious family. So as long as you have God in your heart, that's all that matters.
definitely.
Mhm.
Well,
Very wise words there, guys. So y'all save this and rewind it, like when you need to hear some good motivation.
I'm
That's
gonna
awesome.
screen record it and put it on my TikTok.
there you go. No, I mean, and what I was saying was that what people don't understand about the transplant list is that you can be on the transplant list, but if you're too sick to survive the transplant, they take you off.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me. They took me off. And they said, well, you might as well just, they put me on hospice, and I said, hey, you have to make peace.
Mhm.
And I was okay with it and everything else. But my brother said, I'm going to go and try, without even asking. I didn't ask him.
Wow.
He just went.
It's a good brother right there.
And he got his results the next day on a Thursday, and we had the transplant on a Monday.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's incredible that that he stepped up, and that's amazing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It can be done. I'm here to say that it can be done. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm praying for these guys. I know these guys are going to make it.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful. Emily, Navaira says, "Go, Lauren. Go, Rigo."
That's my prima right there. That's Emily right there.
Oh.
She plays bass with my cousins, Ready Revolution with Emilio and Diego.
Oh wow.
She just
Oh,
started
wow.
playing bass. I didn't even know she could play that good. She's better than me, man. She's amazing. I
Oh,
love her
his
so
girls
much.
do it better.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
No,
what it
she's
is.
always been the quiet Navaira though. She's always been the one that like she would play for us just whenever we would go over and I'd be
Uh-huh.
like, damn, she's so good. She's so good. And
Oh.
no, she's amazing. She's out playing with them. She'll fly out to Nashville and play shows with them. And yeah, they're working on some new music right now too. They should be coming out with some new
Yes,
music pretty soon. So
they
shout
have
out
a
to Emily.
the Bumper's actually going to do like a kickoff show for them as well.
Yeah, they're doing the tribute. Yeah, whenever they don't do Ready Revolution, they do the tribute to my uncle. And that's if you haven't gone to see that show, go check it out. We got to see him at the Tobin Center. When was that? Like a month ago or 2 months ago. It was beautiful, man. They really did those songs justice. That my dad and my uncle would perform, and it was an emotional night, and we had such a great time.
Yeah. And,
Wow.
and it's good to see them progressing. And I interviewed Laura Denise this past Thursday, and what I really liked about her is that she's so brave in expanding her
Yeah.
her catalog. She's not afraid to delve into different music. She's not afraid to pull in different types of music
Yeah.
and to make it her own. And because a lot of people, you want to stick to one, I mean, she's still doing her type of Tejano. I don't know what kind, how to categorize it. I don't know what to call it, but that's okay. But
No,
she,
yeah.
you
I
know,
mean, for me too, it's that's what I've been doing, especially with this new stuff that I'm coming out with Luna. I have a mix of a ballad and
correct.
and kind of like a norteño Mexican regional sound with the chorus. And then with this new song that I'm coming out with this Friday, actually, it's called Gloria. I did a mix of gospel into cumbia.
Oh, wow.
I've always been a fan of Ray Charles, and I love the movie Ray, by the way, too. And I remember watching that movie in theaters whenever I was a kid, and I was obsessed with it. And I went into like a rabbit hole of just like Ray Charles music, and to see him do the R&B thing with gospel, I was like, hey, you know what? He's one of my influences. I want to do that too. I want to put the gospel stuff into my music, and yeah, I'm very excited for this. On Friday, the 24th of this month, Gloria will be out, and I'm gonna have a lyric video come out with it as well. This is gonna be the second single off my project. It's my first EP that I'm coming out with solo, and it's called Rodrigo. So stay tuned. It's going to be really fun. It's going to come out around July, August of this month.
Well,
Of this year. I'm sorry, of this year.
why don't we go ahead and take a listen to Luna, and so that way you can get a better perspective. I love the music video, and I wanted to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that Ruben says, "Hey, what's the name of the new song?"
Oh, there you go, Ruben.
Can you sing the chorus for us? No, he's not going to sing the chorus for us, but he's going to tell us about it. In the meantime, let's go ahead and listen to Luna from Rigo Navaira. This is the music video. Take a good watch. I love the video concept. It's great, and it's a great song on top of that. So please enjoy. It goes like this.
Nunca pensaba que yo iba a enamorarme hasta que te conocí y con una mirada caí en un trance. Cuando te vi, luna, tu luz es la única que yo sigo cuando estoy perdido. Yo quisiera tenerte aquí a mi lado hasta el fin, bajo la luna, bajo la luna. Nunca pensaba que yo iba a enamorarme hasta que te conocí y con una mirada caí en un trance. Cuando te vi, luna, tu luz es la única que yo sigo. Cuando estoy perdido, yo quisiera tenerte aquí a mi lado hasta el fin, bajo la luna, bajo la luna. Cada vez que estás conmigo, tú me robas un suspiro, bajo la luna, bajo la luna, bajo la
There you go, right there, brother.
Dude, I totally love the freaking the tequila Rigo.
Oh yeah, man.
That-
I was like, because I mean, we had that Popeye idea, with
Yeah.
the spinach and stuff like that, and I was like, how can I make it? How can we make this me? How can we make this, more cultural? And so I was just like, hey, tequila. I was like, I like drinking tequila. Let's do it.
You know what? I was like, and I was like, I was gonna mention the Superman curls that you had on your.
Yeah. So what I was going for, and I guess it just didn't work too well. They had that hairstyle in the 20s where
Yeah, they sure did. Yeah.
So I was
No,
going
no,
for that style, but
I caught it, but it looked more like the Superman haircut. There you go.
yeah, it looked more like the Superman curl, right? Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, no, it was cool though. I mean, I liked it. It was still cool.
Thank you. No, yeah, shout out to Waldo Reyes de Monterrey, Nuevo León. Gracias por todo. He's an amazing director. He's a musician as well, so he understands both sides of it, and I told him my idea. I sent him a storyboard and he loved it, and we did it. I think we were out of there within like 2.5 hours, so we shot it really quick, and
Wow,
it was so much fun to do. Shout out to Manuel Herrera Maldonado también. He produced it, executive producer. He's the head of our label at Unimusic down there in Monterrey, Mexico. They've been taking care of us so much, and we love them so much. And it's very professional down there in the way that they run things. And I'm excited to go back and do more videos with them as well.
Bumper said 3 Rivers, bro.
3 Rivers.
I don't know what 3 Rivers is. So.
It's a town.
Yeah, it's a town down here in it's like
it's
probably
right smack
2 hours
dab.
from San Antonio.
No, it's closer. It's
Oh, yeah?
okay. So 3 Rivers is right in between San Antonio and Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
So the way you can kind of gauge it, there's a Love's right off of 37.
Yeah, I know exactly
And
what
that's
you're
3
talking about.
Rivers.
You
That's bad.
you gotta keep going straight until you see that dog that's sitting on the right. Yeah, you just turn to the no. Don't get at that dog. You keep
Yeah.
going. You know where that Walmart is there on the left? Don't go there. You just keep going till you see that white house on the right.
One
But you
time-
keep passing on. It's like, what the hell? Seriously? How
One
about
time we were in where were we? Hobbs, New Mexico, I want to say. And we were trying to get back to the hotel, and we asked one of the guys that was working at the festival that we were playing at. I don't know who it was. We had just met him. He was just helping out. He wasn't like the fiesta coordinator, the festival coordinator. He was just helping out. And we're like, hey, how do we get back to the main highway? He goes, okay, so what you want to do is you want to go down there. They're gonna be the train tracks, and you're gonna go about a mile down. And then there's a train there sometimes, all the time. And then you're gonna take a right there. We're like, sometimes, all the time. We're like, what are you talking about, man?
That's a Mexican thing. I always laugh at that. It's like, mira, look it.
Yeah.
Mira, look it.
What's his name? That comedian. Man, he passed away, but he did. He's from El Paso. He was from El Paso, and he used to say that his dad would get mad at him because he would need him to go get something from the garage or something, and he would be like, "It's over there. Go get the thing." And he would never say what it was. Like la chingadera, go get it. You know, he would never say what it was. He'd be just over there by the left.
For the thing. Can you imagine? Well, man, not me. I just heard that a lot of times, and it would drive me nuts because I was just like, "What?"
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. I love it.
The word pedo always meant everything.
Oh, yeah.
Pedo meant everything. I was like, what? Wait, how can one word mean so many different things?
You can do it, bro.
That's like the universal word is pedo. You know, it's like, hey, there's gonna be a fight. Oh, I eat pedo. You know, and it's just like,
yeah.
You didn't believe you? Puro pedo. You know? Like,
we can make it mean a million things.
A million things. You get scared. Mr. Carlos pedo. It's like, dude. What? Okay, Steve Alvarez. Hey, how you doing, brother? You said Rigo. How you doing?
Going out to Steve. Shout out to
yeah.
Steve.
So Bumper also said
Mangonada.
That sounds good right now.
Mangonada Piccadilly. Have you ever had that?
I don't know what that is.
It's like how would you explain it, Hilda? Like a ice cream sort of texture.
Kinda, yeah.
It's like
not
frozen
really.
mango, right? Frozen mango.
Like a slushy almost, but with not the ice. It's like maybe like a smoothie. Maybe
that
maybe
would like
be
a smoothie,
better.
a cold frozen smoothie with
con tajin. They put tajin on
but
it sometimes.
Is that that stuff that you put on, like all the kids are eating, like, you know, they're like, you give it into your babies, like the chilies that they give the babies and stuff. It's like they put it in the candies and stuff. It's the
think
chili
about it like a raspa, sort of more like a raspa.
Dude, that's not cool, man. I remember the first time that I went to Mexico, I was like 14, and I was like, that's a coconut. And they were like, yeah, like, no, that's like not in a bag. That's like an actual coconut. And he's like, yeah, I've never eaten like an actual coconut. I mean, I've had coconut like in a bag, but I've never had like a coconut like out of the shell.
Yeah. No, one time we rented out Airbnb in Veracruz. We went and played out there, and it was a really nice Airbnb. And it was like a ranch sort of. So there was like 3 or 4 different houses on the property and a pool in the middle. So me and my sister in the band got to go out swimming, and there was a guy who was working on the property who was like, "Ustedes quieren un coco?" And I was like, "Okay." So he brought us, and it was a big old coconut, just a coconut that had the hole in the middle, and you just drink it from there, man. And it was cool. It was a cool little.
This guy, I was like, "Hey, I want one," and he cut it with a machete, like in his hand.
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna cut off a finger.
Yeah, no. Those are professionals down there, brother. They know
professional.
Yeah, he's like, he cut off, and then he puts that red powder on it, dude. And I was like, oh man, you just told me.
Yeah, man, we got some great snacks down here.
No, dude, that ruined it.
Nah,
I don't want that red crap.
You can't
it's like the best.
That tastes horrible.
Because then you're gonna go to the restroom right after you've been there for about an hour and a half.
I know.
You put that stuff on like cucumbers, fruit, like it's so good.
We know. Put a towel and wet it and put it on the floor.
You never had tajin with watermelon on tajin?
I'm actually allergic to
tajin on watermelon.
I'm actually allergic to onions and peppers, bro.
Dang, that sucks. That sucks because like right now I'm like trying to do a diet.
it's true.
I'm trying to do like a diet right now. So like.
Is it like tajin free or what?
Yeah, diet. Like sometimes I'm probably not gonna follow it, but the most part I follow it.
But how do you have cucumbers without tajin?
I have them just cucumbers like by themselves.
Or no, that's fine as long as you put like some pickle juice on it, or like you put it in pickle juice.
Salimon.
See, even Buddy from It's Tejano Time, he says that's what I said. Corn in a cup. I thought you were joking. Taco Palenque. We were at Taco Palenque. He says corn in a cup. He ordered a corn in a cup, and I was like, what the hell is a corn in a cup? Mm-hmm. And he didn't believe me that I do not know what a corn in a cup. I've never seen one.
It's good.
I didn't know what it was, and so that's why
there's this pulga in Monterrey that we would always go to. We still do. It's called Pulga Rio, and they say they have the best elote, the best corn in the cup, and all that stuff like that too.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, I'm kind of picky with my corn though. Like, I don't like the mayonnaise thing.
Really, I'm not a big mayonnaise guy either. But you know what? It grew on me. It grew on me a little bit.
It grew on you. Maybe I'll give it another shot, but
Did you say
white or yellow corn?
mangoes? Gigi calls it a mango
I'm
slurpee.
not picky.
You're not
Sometimes,
picking.
sometimes we were out on the road and like if we were really hungry, in Mexico especially, they have the corn on the cup stands on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And we were brave enough to stop and get some, and sometimes they would have yellow, sometimes they would have white. It just depends.
Nope. I went to Mexico and they said, "Hey, this is a chicken stand," and I was like, "Nope." They were like, "Why not?" Because they don't look like chicken wings and chicken thighs.
If you're scared, go to church, brother. You
And
can't be
they were like, "But it's chicken," and I was like, "Dude, look around. There's no stray dogs or stray cats anywhere."
Oh yeah,
That-
that's a good
no.
that's a good rule. I'm not gonna lie. If the taco stands have dogs by them and stuff like that, it's because it's good. The taco stands don't have any dogs by them. Stay away
It's
from them.
probably the dogs.
Probably
Yeah.
eating the food. They're
It's probably the dogs. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I was like, hell no. And then, bless her heart, she was the lady that was taking care of us. She tried to make guacamole for me. She's like, "You're gonna love it," and I was like,
I feel like you're very picky.
"I'm not very picky. It's just I
Yes.
can't." She made it with peppers and onions, and I was like,
You're allergic. You can't do that.
"I can't touch it." And so I
I
had
would eat it all.
I ate the chips, and then I ate the corn tortillas, which are different down there.
Yeah,
than they
they're
are
a
here.
little bit different. They're a little bit different, but
And so
no,
I was
it was cool. It was we went down to Mexico City, and that's where I got a lot of inspiration actually for this album that I'm about to put out, for the EP that I'm about to put out. They just have a different way of life with their food down there and everything that they have. It's just so different from Texas. So it was cool to embrace myself in that culture, and I think I tried to do that with the music too. Learning about vallenato music in Monterrey, learning about the different kinds of styles of cumbias that they have in Mexico City. I think you can hear a lot of the international influence that I put in Luna, especially, and also in Gloria, that's going to come out this Friday.
I like the transition, and it's a clean transition. It's some people can't pull it off.
Thank you, man. No, I appreciate it.
It's a good. It's not jarring. It flows well.
Thank you.
And
Thank
that's what makes the song so wonderful. And for me, it's a music video. I just love it.
Yeah.
I just watch it, and I'm like, man, I study it for the aesthetics.
Yeah.
How did you use this, and why did you use that, and figure out the lighting and everything else. Because I make music videos myself, and if I like something, I want to sit there and try to replicate it myself and other things, and that's really what I like about it. TDK says, "Don't forget about the shout out of the Mexican canon." Now I'm going to be able to sleep until I remember the comedian's name.
Oh yeah, it was Freddie Soto. Yeah, it was
Soto.
Freddie Soto. That's who it was. You can go to sleep. Yeah, it was Freddie
You can
Soto.
sleep now.
Yeah, that's who it was.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
No, yeah, I really appreciate that. We worked on Luna for a while, and I've had that in my demos for about 2 years, maybe, before we even went into the studio and recorded it. So it was something that I got to really sit down and really think about what I wanted to do, how I wanted to, portray it, how I wanted to go about it. So I'm very happy and I'm very excited for this EP that I'm about to put out. All the songs are girl songs except for one, but they're all girls' names. For me, it's like I would like to. I mean, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. There's the best songs to write.
Are they ex-girlfriends?
My dad gave me the ideas. My dad gave me.
Are they ex-girlfriends, brother?
No. They're experiences from women in my life that I've had. Like that I've had in my life. I meant to say. You like to push my words around, brother. You're one of those.
Just
No. They
just asking questions, brother.
they're based off of real relationships. Not just like romantic ones, but also friendship ones too.
Of course.
For me, it was, as a songwriter, I like to write about the truth and about experiences that I've had that I can relate to and that others can relate to. So I wrote a bunch of songs. My dad gave me the idea. He was like, dude, you should just keep on going. Like, you wrote Sophia, so you should do, other songs too about girls' names. So since I was doing an EP, I was like, okay, well, that's only 4 or 5 songs that I have to do. So I was just like, let me see if I can do that. It's a cool little concept. It's a cool little idea. So I went with it. I took it and I ran, and I got 4 songs on there that are girls' names, and then 1 song that's it's not a girl's name. It's just a normal title. So I'm excited to share it with everybody. Every style, every song is a different style, but todavía it's Tejano. You know what I'm saying?
Jenny B says, "What's up?" By the way, she's a new Tejano fan. Jenny B. She was
Jenny
there.
B.
Yeah, she was there.
Yeah, she was there yesterday.
Yes, and she looked amazing. Oh my gosh, she always looks amazing. How can you look amazing when it was so damn hot?
The Tejano Barbie in the house.
The Tejano Barbie. She was so damn. I mean, it was hot in the building, and she's like in her the full Jenny B thing.
Oh yeah. No, that's great. No, she's one of the, she's one of the women in Tejano that's really pushing her music on social medias. Being behind my sister for the past couple of years, I see how hard it is for women in this industry. I mean, it wasn't really until recently where they really let my sister start playing, and playing festivals and playing, giving her a shot. And it's very hard for women in this industry. And I'm 100% supporter of Las Mujeres en la Onda, everybody from my sister to Monica Saldivar, Jenny B, Vanita, you too, Hilda. I know you have your stuff as well.
Thank you.
And, it's women are taking over, man. They're in charge, really. I mean, they're the ones who are in charge. We wouldn't be here without them, brother.
And that's one of the reasons, I said, well, I should have said it on air. I have Rigo. I wanted to do an interview with Rigo because Rigo's doing his music. That's why. But I'll have Destiny come on.
She'd love to do this.
As Destiny come on, as Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do Destiny and Rigo together because they're 2 different artists. Mm-hmm. And if they were doing things together, that would be different. But I don't want to. I wanted to pay attention to either artist as the artists themselves.
No, I appreciate that. I that's one thing that me and my sister pride ourselves into is artistry. I mean, like anybody can go up there and sing a song. Anybody can go up there and come out with music. But for me, it's, are you involved in it? Are you really putting your 100% in everything? Even though you don't know how to play an instrument, are you still in the studio? Are you still there trying to craft something that is going to be 100% you? You're sending a message out to people, and is it all you or is it just your voice? Are you putting deeper meaning behind it? Are you trying to send a message with that matters?
And it's exciting because I mean, I love watching you play. Because you remind me a lot of your dad.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of mannerisms from your dad.
Oh,
but
yeah,
your sister steals the show because she is a very, very energetic. She's like a lightning rod, bro. She's a
powerhouse.
Yeah, she exudes this freaking. I don't know how to explain it, but I do know how to show it because I have video from yesterday.
Oh,
now. Let me preface this with saying it was freaking hot, okay?
Yeah,
it was like 1,000 degrees. It was like the surface of the sun inside this building.
It really was.
No air conditioning. There was a ton of people. Everybody was sweating. My camera, I have a 6K camera, by the way. It's a cinema camera. It's meant to work in harsh conditions, but I had to really cool it off because I could only record in 5K because if I were to record in 6K, it would only record 30 seconds because it would overheat from all the heat that we were in. That's how hot it was. And that's why I was standing where I was standing because there was like an air conditioner that was right there. I didn't move hardly any because I could feel air right there, try to keep my camera as cold as possible. But this is just showing how awesome the show is. If you ever get a chance, this is just a little small glimpse. But remind you, it was super hot. So don't sit there and go, oh my God. No. It was hot. you do this in a hot ass place and still perform as awesome as these guys did. Check this out. Check this out.
Ahí les va una cancioncita. A ver si se acuerdan. Cuando lo escuchen. Oh, ahí les va para la familia Valderrama.
Se dijo el sol al cielo cuando salía la luna ya con sus estrellas también rumbrosas que todo el cielo hacía brillar. A Dios le dijo el sol al cielo, hay que darle con chucha de voz a la otra vuelta donde me llevo para pasarnos juntos los dos. Juntitos los dos. Adiós se dijo el sol al cielo cuando salía la luna ya con sus estrellas también rumbrosas que todo el cielo hacía brillar. Adiós se dijo el sol al cielo, hay que darle con chucha de voz a la otra vuelta donde la llevo para pasarnos juntos los dos.
Okay, now, first of all, Destiny has a smile that you can't help but smile at. Okay, every time she smiles, you have to smile back. And I think the guys in the band and you guys were the only ones that were wearing pants. This whole thing, myself included, and Buddy, because Buddy had a long sleeve shirt on too. I was like,
No, well, I had made the mistake of taking a shower like literally 20 minutes before we got there. So, like, my body was hot because I take hot showers. So, like, my body was already hot, and I walk in there and I'm sweating already, and everybody's just like looking at me like, "Are you okay?"
I'm telling you,
and I was just like, "I just took a shower. That's why I'm sweating."
it was super hot. It was, I'm telling you, it was beyond super hot. And I don't know how we were, and Mario O was like performing like 3 or 4 songs, and you know, I mean, with 3 or 4 bands, and it was just, it was crazy.
No, it was cool, man. Mario, we do a church. Me and Destiny play at a church here on the west side, and Mario's our band director. So I got to be real close with him, and he's a great guy, amazing musician, amazing keyboard player. He plays everything, man, and so we got really close with him, and he was the one who hit us up to see if we could play. And of course, you know, like I said, Valderramas they're really good friends of ours. So, you know, of course we would want to help them out in any way that we can. And this was just so much fun. You know, we've never played with these guys before in the band. We've known them forever. So it was just like a family reunion, you know, with everybody. So,
And that's not your bass, by the way.
that was ¿cómo se llama?
Oh my gosh,
Emmanuel J's brother.
yeah.
Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. I'm like you right now.
I know. Sorry. Emmanuel J's brother.
I can't believe this. I saw him yesterday.
I did too, so don't feel bad.
But saludos, la familia de Emmanuel J. I don't even know their last name.
Oh, no.
No, but they're great people, man. I've known them for a while. I know he's been playing with Ram for a long time. And when they went down to Monterrey, we got to hang out with him. And, he's awesome, man. Congratulations to him too. He just got engaged.
Yeah, he did. So Gigi La Chicana says, great live sound. Thank you so very much. I work on capturing the sound and capturing the light and everything. Irene Mendoza says hello, Rigo. Lots of people. Norma Salazar from Michigan. She says hello. Obviously, hey, thank you very Norma. Thanks a lot, Norma. Terry says, what church do you play at? No, Terry, you're not gonna go stalk him.
No, it's a cool little church. It's a non-denominational church on the west side called Metanoia. So if you're out there, you gotta go check it out, man. It's a great worship time. It's really cool.
They says Emiliano.
Emiliano. Oh my gosh, there it is.
I know. I was like, oh, that sounds bad. Thank you, TDK. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, man. I owe him a
I
beer
know.
next to my
Sorry, Vinny. I know. Don't get mad at me, bro, because I know he's gonna tell me something.
He's gonna tell me something too, probably. Nah, he's great though. He's an amazing bass player. He's I kudos to him, man. He's really good. I saw him play at the Arena in Monterrey when he played with the Ram down there. And
Wow.
it was awesome. Man. He's an amazing musician. Him and Manuel J have their own talent of their own, you know, and they're amazing, great musicians, great artists, and yeah, I got to give a shout out to them, and thank you for letting me use your bass, Emiliano. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm telling you, that's what I love about Destiny. Is just she has that personality that, she's got an infectious smile. You know, you can't help but. I was miserable, bro. This is. I don't know what y'all came on at like 9 o'clock at night, and I had been there since 10 o'clock that morning. You know, and it suffered through all that heat and everything else. I had not eaten at all. No food, no nothing, and I was tired. And I was hurting, but man, when she started smiling, I couldn't help myself. I'm smiling through the whole thing. My cheeks are hurting, but it was so great to see y'all guys out there. Y'all were one of the highlights of the show. You know, I really enjoyed it, and not that anybody else did bad. No, everybody was great, but it was just, you know, upon great shows, y'all were one of the great shows.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. You know, we're lucky enough to have that in our back pocket to where, you know, we do have our own music, but everybody that was there, we knew were big fans of my dad and my uncle. So we wanted to bring that piece of La Familia Navaira to the people. And, you know, we're lucky enough to where my dad and my uncle have these songs in their catalog that, you know, everybody loves and everybody can sing along and dance to as well. You know, it brings a lot of alegría to everybody. And,
and to be honest with you, it wasn't necessarily the songs. It was just more the performance, the musicianship. That's what it was. The music was great, of course, and the songs I love, but it's more the musicianship. You know, performing. Because I know what it's like to perform in those kind of conditions. Because you have to understand how terrible these conditions were. Because it was freaking hot. Well, we were literally on the surface of the sun in this place, man. It was like, wow.
it was definitely hot, you know. But it was one of those shows where it was just so much fun. Getting up there and getting to play songs with talented musicians. You know, people who have been in the game for so many years.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just like family, you know, we grew up with these people and to just jam with them and, you know, doing it for a good cause, doing it for beautiful people. It's a beautiful thing.
TDK is really pushing it. He says that's not as bad as forgetting Destiny's name, or
he's calling you out, brother.
I know, or forgetting to take pictures. Like I forgot to take pictures of Ilda when I was at her event.
Oh.
No. There was lots of other people there.
Yeah.
And all of those other people had pictures and videos.
Okay, you know what? We don't need to talk.
Nada.
By the way, we're also on Roku Roku TV.
Now everybody on Roku TV knows.
Hey, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna record this. Record it. Put it on my TikTok. We'll be on TikTok.
He's gonna make it go viral.
I'll just
By the way, if you want to get some more information on Rigo, where can we go, brother? Where can we get some information from you, brother? Because the only place not the only place, but the immediate place that I went ahead and created a QR code for your.
Oh, nice.
For your Facebook. Check that.
Yeah. Go ahead and scan that. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram under Rigo Navaira. I'm on X too, which was formerly Twitter, and TikTok too. And I've been promoting my new single that's coming out this Friday, Gloria, the 24th of May. It's going to be out this Friday. I've been on TikTok doing videos, doing reels on Instagram, just trying to get the word out there for everybody to check it out. It's going to be on all digital platforms, on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, everything where you can get music online, that's where it's going to be.
And
I do have a little lyric video / music video coming out with that as well. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay prepared. I'm very excited to be sharing my stuff, my solo stuff. I've been working with Destiny for so long, and she's been such a supporter throughout the recording process of my project. And I'm very excited to just share what I have in the vault and share my creativity with everybody as well. And hopefully y'all like it, and y'all can catch me in a town near y'all.
well, I really do appreciate it. And if you guys are listening to the music here on Qvo Radio on the app, or if you're listening to it on the website, just remember there is an add to cart button. You can click on that add to cart button. It will take you to Apple Music, and you can go ahead and buy the music. It'll also link you to Destiny Navaira's music and all of the Navaira's catalog that you can go ahead and buy it from there. I do not make any money from that transaction, but because I participate in the program, I do get a discount on my licenses. I am a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, SOSEC, SACOR, and everything else, which means that if you know of a new artist or if you know of a new band that wants to hear their music, then please send it in to admin@qvoradio.net. It has to have two things. One thing, it has to be recorded in industry standard. Number two, it has to have an ISRC code, so that way you can get paid. That is for you, not for me, so that way you can collect your royalties. With that being said, thank you so very much, Rigo. It has come to the time where you yourself can send out your shout outs, send out all the information, let people know where you're going to be.
Yes.
And we're going to go ahead and step out. It's just going to be you by yourself. Brother.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Rigo Navaira. Thank you so much for watching. This Friday, May 24th, Gloria is my next single, and it will be out on all digital platforms. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram under Rigo Raul Navaira, TikTok under Rigo Navaira, and we'll be in a town near you. July 4th, I believe, is our next show. We will be out in the Valley at a 4th of July event out there near Rio Grande City. I'll have everything posted on all my socials, and it's going to be me and my sister Destiny, along with my dad, Raulito. So if you're out there in the Valley, look up where it's going to be. I believe it's somewhere near Rio Grande City. And thank you so much for all the support from La Familia Navaira. Don't forget, this Friday, Gloria comes out. It's going to be on all digital platforms, along with the song that's already out, Luna, which is on YouTube as well. I have a music video for that. Thank y'all so much again for the support. God bless you, and we will hopefully see you soon.
There you go. Awesome sauce. Guys, thank you so very much for being here. Hilda, do you have anything going on?
No.
The barbecue with Rick, so I can go over and party with y'all.
Only if you promise to serenade me. I will make you barbecue all day long.
Okay. Well,
I can throw down.
Hey, I'm pretty good. Actually, the last barbecue we had here was Easter, and I was behind the pit the whole night. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good.
We'll have to
you
do
know what?
something. I'll tell Ricky we can invite the family.
That'd be great.
And just have a nice little jam session in the backyard.
Have some corn in the cup.
Yes. And we can make TikToks because Lawrence never wants to make a TikTok video. With
You
me.
can make fun of me, but you have to call me by my real name, Michuampi Achelo. Try that one.
How many Q's are in that? I'm writing it down.
After a few adult beverages, it might be possible.
There's like seven vowels in there.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'll learn it.
And I've always joked around with Bumper. In San Antonio, you can get menudo any day of the week, at anywhere. In San Angelo, you can't. You can only get it on Sundays.
I was like, wait, that's not the normal because here in the Valley, it's so different.
Yeah, no, it's definitely different. Even in Monterrey, they would only have it a lot of places. I mean, I'm sure you can probably find some that sell it during the week, but it's really hard in Monterrey too. I mean, it's mostly during the weekends that they sell it.
Yeah, here it's only on Sundays. Yeah. And I was like, we should have a menudo cook-off. And so
I think there's one down here in San Antonio. Well, they have one down here.
I want Bumper to come up here, and then we have a couple of other artists who believe that they can cook better than
Bumper. Got mad at me because he made menudo, and he said he saw me put lime in it, and he said I didn't stay up like 12 hours to make menudo for you to just squeeze lime into that. So it's taking away all my hard work. And
But everything tastes better with lime.
that's what I say. That's what
Not
I say.
lemon. Like a lemon is not. I like lime. It has to be lime.
That's not matter. It's just, it's all good.
Oh, I'll plug that in too. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, Wednesday will be on
Wednesday,
Buffer.
yeah, that's
Wacky
right.
Wednesday. So check that out because he's putting up a bar for us. He said. So,
Okay, there you go. Wednesday, be sure you check out Rigo. He's going to be with his sister Destiny. They're going to be there. By the way, TDK, I just remembered Destiny. So there you go. Mark that one down.
Yeah, but we already told you.
I was like, we already said her name like 20 times.
It doesn't count.
Right. Ricardo Valdez says, hey, Rigo, how's it going from
Ricardo,
San Antonio, Texas? Is
right here, neighbor. My
There you go. Also, Papucci from Cuba was saying hello earlier today as well.
Cuba.
But anyway, with that being said, this Thursday, I think I have Beatriz Destino, a new group that's coming up, that's up and coming, and we'll have him on Thursday.
Nice.
So thanks a lot, guys, for being here. Rigo, thank you so very much for being so gracious to join us today. Anytime you want to come back, brother, this is your house. You can come back, and please make sure that single comes to us so that we can put it on the air like we have.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me, and God bless you. God bless you, Hilda. Thank y'all so much, and hopefully we'll see y'all soon. Hopefully I'll be in the Valley soon.
Yes,
and,
I'm gonna put it on my calendar.
Yes, please do. And I got a couple buddies up there in San Angelo, so
Yeah,
I'll let you know whenever I'm out there.
Yeah, whatever you need, man. I'm here for you, brother. Man, I make things happen.
I love it. I love it.
Except pictures because I'll probably forget those.
It's just pictures of you, Hilda. That's all.
Oh yeah, it's just pictures of me. If it was pictures of you, yeah, they would be there. But just me.
Stop.
And Destiny's name. That's the only name he ever forgets is Destiny. So
You can give me everything. You can give me pictures, but you can't give me onions and peppers because
Come on, I just told you.
or corn in a cup.
I've been in San Antonio for 3 days. I drove up here I've had like maybe 6 hours of sleep in 3 days.
Man. Go
Yeah,
to
but
sleep
you wouldn't
after
be
this.
so tired if you had a corn in the cup.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
did
I'm
not
just
have
saying that's energizing.
I didn't have it. I didn't eat it. I just didn't know what it was.
But you should go try one because they're really delicioso.
I'm sure there's some up there in San Angelo. There has to be one.
There's no corn
But you know
in the
what?
cup
Okay,
here.
funny
There's
story.
no chicken on a stick here.
They
There's
don't even
no-
have fruit cups up there. Like, I kid you not. And I say this because I want to say I was in Midland, right? So I think like that whole part of Texas, like, I don't know what's going on over there, but y'all have issues, right? So I was.
Because they're far away. They're far away from everything.
No,
you know
because
what? People freak
fruit
out
cup is
with,
so simple.
when you order fajitas here. When you order fajitas, not fajitas, enchiladas. If you order enchiladas, they give you coleslaw.
Ew.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
See, I told you they had issues. No, but I was there with Adasa and we were doing like a meet and greet there in Midland and she's on a really specific diet. So I was like, okay, there's like nothing healthy here. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, fruit cup. Like everybody has fruit cups, right?
Mm.
No, I go around all this whole convention center and nobody knows what a freaking fruit cup is. Like they're looking at me like I was like crazy. Finally, I find somebody, I think it was one of the security guards, and he goes, oh, Hanya, they don't have any fruit cups around here. Like, you have to go to San Antonio for that. I was like, oh, that is so weird.
That's sad. That's a sad day right there.
Like, come on. Everybody has to have a good fruit cup.
I didn't grow up eating any of that.
You know, I didn't either. I did not either. I'm from like.
And when I go down to San Antonio, you know, I'm always with Rick. You know, we always go out to eat. You know, Rick is a foodie, and Rick would. There was a time where I'd tell Rick, I was like, Rick, bro, have you heard of Italian and Chinese? Y'all guys don't know anything outside of Mexico.
No, dude.
You guys are
No.
Mexicans. Don't you get tired of Mexican
You go
food?
to Austin for all that stuff, brother.
It's just like, you eat Mexican food at home. Why would you want to go out to eat Mexican food?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
This is good.
You'd be surprised though. There's some really good places, like the Hole in the Walls right here. I live down the street from one that I love, and it's so good. Best carne guisada I think in San Antonio.
But
you have to let me know where that place is so I can go by.
He's taking me some places that are really, really good. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm saying they are really, really good. I have to be cautious because they make, I'm allergic, However,
True.
I can't live off of the Mexican food only diet. That's not going to happen. I have to have a variety of stuff, I am Michiwampi Achelo, Aste, Oshe, Iowa. I have to have food that does not come from the Mexicali.
But wait, didn't your people like have corn? Like, okay, so corn in a cup, you should really try. Just minus the pepper, okay?
You never had a corn on the cob and then just be like, oh, it's too hot to hold. I'll just cut it into a cup.
You're so ingenious. Oh my gosh.
Dude, you don't even have to. Okay, take the cup off. You can still put everything on over the corn and just eat it like that.
We're just very concerned. We're just very concerned.
No, look, don't worry about my interaction with corn in a cup. It is true. I've never had a corn in a cup. I don't know what a corn. There was another thing too that I learned. I don't know. When I first got married, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is that?" Capirutada.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Holy crap, what is that?"
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it has like squash and everything in there, right?
You're like, is somebody trying to punish you? They're gonna make you.
Yeah, no, that's like I feel like that's like a grandma recipe. Like that's what you
grandma recipe.
Yeah, that's what you eat at your grandma's house. You know what I'm saying?
I had a friend who gave me some cheese from Mexico. He gave me a block of cheese, and my mom thought it was she thought it was a piece of pie. And she looked at it, and she's like, she put her finger on it, and she goes, "Dude, were they really pissed off at you or something? Because this thing is hard as a rock."
This cake,
I go, "It's cheese, Mom."
This cake tastes like crap.
She didn't know what it was.
No, that's awesome. I mean, it's beautiful though. You get to you learn more about cultures. You learn more about food. Yeah. That's my favorite part. When I went to Mexico, I wasn't really a big chilaquiles fan, and now it's like one of my favorite breakfast dishes for sure.
TDK says, when you get married, you found that we dance cumbias like native. Yes, when I first saw cumbia, my wife was like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Pretty cool. We dance in a circle too."
Yeah, we do that.
We do that too. That's pretty cool. We don't do that hoppity thing, but we do. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. And the whole hop thing depends on how much you drink.
It's the tequila factor. Rigo, thank you so very much, brother, man. I'm sorry we've taken so much of your time, man.
You're
And
good,
we really
appreciate
appreciate
Thank you so much for having me.
Be watching out for Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. He's going to be hosting Destiny and Rigo this Wednesday. It's Tejano time tomorrow, Tuesday. They're going to have a guest. I don't remember who they're going to have, but I also have Destiny and Destiny Beatriz. I said I'm thinking Destiny. Just remember.
Now he's never going to forget her name.
Never.
I'm not going to forget it anymore. My name is Brittany. Hi, Destiny. My name is Shonda. Hi, Destiny. How are you doing? My name is Laquifa. Hi, Destiny. I don't know why I'm going.
Poor Destiny, her ears are burning right now. She's like, my ears are on fire.
That's great.
Somebody get me an egg.
Yeah. She just texted me one. She just texted me for real. She said, "Can you bring me an egg?"
She could sense it. That's what it is. She could sense the bad juju from Lawrence.
There's no bad juju. It's good juju. Not bad juju.
Good stuff.
No. Anyway, thank you so very much, and be looking up for his new single, Gloria. I'm sure it's going to be as awesome as Luna as well. Request Luna. I will say, listen, stream it, buy it first. Don't stream it, buy it. That's how you support your favorite Tejano artists. Go to their shows, buy their merch, and put your phone down. I saw a lot of people recording the shows. I just showed you what a 6K camera can do. Can your phone do that? I don't think so.
No.
So put your phone down. Enjoy the show. Capture the moment. Capture the moment with your eyes. Get your girl. Go out there and dance. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the show that they're putting on for you. They're working hard for you to enjoy the show. Go out there and enjoy the show. Buy the merch. Support your Tejano artists. That's how you go out there. That's how the only way we can level up is level up together. That's the only way we can do it. We can do it together, but we can't do it one person at a time. So with that being said, thank you so very much, Rigo. Thank you so very much, Ilda. I really do appreciate you, girlfriend. Luna is the name of the song we're going to leave you with. Rigo, if you could stick around for just a little bit so that we can take care of some radio business. And with that being said, thank you so very much. For those of you that did not have a good day today, if today was not your day, just remember every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. With that being said, this is Luna from Rigo Navaira. That is the Rigo Navaira. That is the Ilda Lamas. I am NDO. This is Qvo Radio. Y hasta luego.
Nunca pensaba que yo iba a enamorarme hasta que te conocí y con una mirada caí en un trance. Cuando te vi, luna, tu luz es la única que yo sigo cuando estoy perdido. Yo quisiera tenerte aquí a mi lado hasta el fin, bajo la luna, bajo la luna. Cada vez que estás conmigo, tú me robas un suspiro. Nunca pensaba que yo iba a enamorarme hasta que te conocí y con una mirada caí en un trance. Cuando te vi, luna, tu luz es la única que yo sigo cuando estoy perdido. Yo quisiera tener